Firefox, man.
What's that?
Cooler than the Firefox.
There's nothing cooler than the Firefox.
Firefox.
Look, that fox can sniff its own ass. Look at it.
Yeah,
It's in there.
it's a curly fox. Dude, new episode. New Year's episode, I guess, or week after.
Week of.
Yeah, I forget. Whatever it is, it's...
What's today? It's only the 3rd.
Right. So this will
It's
actually...
January 3rd. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. Dude, do you make resolutions for New Year's?
Yeah.
You do?
Well, kind of.
Really? What do? You don't just set goals from the during the year?
Yeah, those are the same.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not the same thing? Goals, resolutions, same shit,
I
right?
guess. I mean, I don't set resolutions. I'm like, new year, new me, fuck you.
What's the difference?
I don't know. But why do we have to call them resolutions?
Just call them goals?
Yeah. My goals. You put up your, what is it called? The little girls do? The board with all their pictures on it. What do they call that?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Wait.
Not an idea board. What do they call that thing? Inspiration board? No. Spirit board? Water board? Oh, what's it called?
Whatever.
That's your thing. You put your little pictures up of like Ken and Barbie, and I'm gonna have
Board that girls use. I don't know what not skateboards. No.
Board about ideas.
Maybe it's an idea.
Vision board.
Vision board. Okay. Lovely.
Mm-hmm. You've typed pretty well.
Thanks. I practiced.
That's you, right? You put your little vision board up.
Dream board.
I'm gonna know it.
Did they sell them?
Feel it. I'm gonna do it. I guess so, because
There you go.
nobody
Here you go with your pictures.
nobody can do things on their own, right?
Oh,
What are you doing?
I don't know, dude.
But it's
I'm stopping now. Don't worry, I'm stopping.
I'll tell you what, though. Are we really that stressed out? I mean, day of...
To make resolutions?
No, for in general, because, like, I left work, but whatever that Friday is, before New Year's was on a Monday, so...
Mm-hmm.
That's 1st, 31st, 29th.
Right.
The fucking dispensary by my work was packed.
It was a long weekend.
Really? Are you that much of a sissy? Like, doesn't...
Not sissy, they're going to parties, dude. They're smoking
No,
up.
I think some of it is... Good family, good anxiety.
I'm sure there's some of that. Holidays. I don't get that people get bent out of shape about the holidays.
Yeah, I don't either.
It's like a fun time.
Pretty
So what, you got to go to the mall?
Right, or you got to go see your family, get to see your creepy uncle or
You
whatever.
have to push a couple buttons on Amazon and they deliver to your house. It's
Yeah.
real hard to shop for people. Terrible.
It's fucking stupid, right?
Yeah. It's
I
harder
mean,
than
are
going
people
to
that
work.
afraid of stress?
I think stress is good for you.
A little bit, sure.
Yeah.
It
Just
makes
like I think bullying is good for people too.
that's funny because that was on my list, but we can get to that.
Ooh, look
But,
at this. I'm like
but I mean, like, just
clairvoyant. That was one of my resolutions.
to be more clairvoyant.
Well, it's to show off my superpowers.
Yeah, you don't want to give them away. I get it.
I eke them out.
Right. Well, I mean, pressure makes diamonds.
Sure.
Stress makes diamonds. So some stress is good for you.
Mm.
Let your aunt talk your fucking ear off, because she's going to be dead soon, and you're not going to see her again.
Yeah.
And then what?
Then you talk to her stone.
Right. But they don't talk to him still. They just...
The headstone I meant.
Oh, too bad. They were stoned. You just talk to the headstone, but they won't.
Yeah.
I don't think people... I mean, I visit my mom's grave, but I don't regularly visit
I don't visit
graves.
my dad's.
Never?
No, it wasn't like awesome to have him around.
Right.
So it was a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my old man's out, mile marker somewhere out in the Pacific Ocean. I don't know.
Is he?
I'd throw him overboard. I don't need him. It's a bad time.
You threw him overboard?
Yeah, well...
Also like Iwo Jima.
Well, the quick... No, it wasn't that glamorous. The quick of the story is he died, but I didn't have any relationship with the guy for my whole life.
Right.
I get a call from California saying, this is the Burbank police. Are you so-and-so, you know?
You're holding your head like you got a hump. Like you're Marty
this?
Feldman.
Like these? What up? So it's like, I get the call from the Burbank police. Listen, your father's dead. Because they're nice and smooth.
Right.
Okay, that's great. I don't have any relationship with him, so that's cool. But we need you to come out here and handle the thing. Because it wasn't really like he just died. The little murder-suicide thing. It's a whole little fun little thing.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'll be out there. I go out, talk to the cops, solve it all up. They give me his address and all that stuff. So I go to his apartment building, and I open the door of the office, and the lady immediately faints. I'm like,
Why'd you look alike?
I guess so. I was like, she knew my name, right? And she's like, are you you're John DiGiovanni's son? I'm like, yeah. How do you know? She's like, you don't. She's like, now she's stunned. She's like, you don't. I'm like, no, I haven't talked to the man in 24 years or whatever it was.
Right.
Yeah, you look like him. Oh, great. I said, I thought this was one and done, but obviously not.
Broke the mold.
Right. So I go to his apartment. It's a mess. It's a crime scene, but all that shit, right? So now I'm like, I get a call from the Los Angeles coroner. Listen, I got a body here. It's yours. I said, do I have to?
Literally.
They're
It's
like,
a carbon copy.
Yeah, I'm like, do I have to take it? He's like, yeah, you got to. I'm
Dude,
like,
you should have went there and got rid of your old man's body and climbed in the drawer and then climbed out.
I'm good.
Oh, that was a good nap.
Yeah, right. I don't know where the hole is in the side of the head, but I could have JFK'd it. So like, oh man, it's cold, chilly. Get a breeze. So I'm like, yeah, it was going like this.
Everybody hear that?
Somebody's looking through me like the old $6 Million Man.
Yeah.
The division. Yeah. So I'm like, what do I do? He's like, I don't know. So I'm in California, and I'm like, my mom's like, listen, it's all yours. My mom's, she's yours. So okay. So we go to a funeral parlor, and the funeral people. They're nice, and they think you're in a time of need, so they're always calm, cool, collective.
Right. Like the dead.
Right. They're one step up.
There you go.
Just a little bit. It's probably why they don't get along with them. So I'm like, go over, and I'm like, hey, I got a body I got to get rid of. Now he's like, what? I'm like, told him the whole story. I'm like, I have no attachment to this guy. I just got to get him out of the corner, and then I don't know what I do with him. Do you put him in thrift store? I don't know what you do with him.
Put him on consignment.
Yeah. He's like, we can do this. We can grab him. We can cremate him in a cardboard box. Put him in a box, throw him 2 miles offshore. Perfect. That's what they did.
Okay.
Thump. So.
You know what would have been cool? If you put him in a cannonball and then shot him out.
That would be awesome.
That would be pretty cool.
I wonder if it's too late to pull him up. I have paperwork somewhere where he is.
What did they put him in?
I think they put him in a concrete box or something.
Concrete one. Huh?
Something that can go down.
Oh, something. Yeah.
So I don't. And after 2 miles out, it's international. It's all, anything goes. It's lawless.
Right.
I have the paper somewhere with his location, I guess, like the latitude, longitude thing. But
Okay.
I have no interest to go pick it up, so to visit,
You gonna put on fucking rubbers and get down there?
swim down. There's probably 700,000 of them because everybody's out there.
That would be awesome.
It's kind of like when those people buy a star. It's $50, get a star for you. You buy yourself a star.
Do they have like little pictures on the top so you know who's who?
Yeah, they clean all the green stuff, the algae.
Yeah.
Nope, Diane. Just throwing them. They're either like balls. Nah, nope. I'm going through the pile. Nope.
Threw Jimmy in the bay.
Did you?
Yeah.
But
Just dust though.
yeah, did you? You could do like Lemmy. Lemmy made himself into bullets, I think.
No shit.
Yeah, I think his friends all got a bullet with Lemmy inside it.
Interesting.
Ronnie B had the best one. He said that the one guy that they were all close with cremated, and he was their drug dealer.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody was supposed to get an 8-ball of the dude,
Nice.
but they were all short a little because that's how he was as a dealer. He shorted them all. It's fucking great. I think that's awesome. But the kicker was after it was all said and done, right, and I just wanted to get out of there, so I shipped home a bunch of boxes of paperwork, whatever. Start going through the box, and like, there's a funeral, a cemetery plot for him. I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm like, but probably would have cost more. Had them boxed up and then put in the ground.
Yeah, well, you would have had to pay for a coffin.
Yeah, or whatever, or an urn, right? And
Yeah.
then a thing to put them in. I think we spent too much time worrying about that shit.
Just cardboard box with
Grind you up.
this side up.
Bike rack. Just put your ass up. Anyway, so you were saying about bullying? I don't know how we got there.
I don't know.
Something about
Bullying. Yeah. Don't know.
We started with pressure and diamonds and stress, and it turned into You said we need bullying.
We were talking about things that made people change. Is that it?
It's good for them. And I said stress is good for people.
Yeah, and I said bullying is also good for
Right.
people. Yeah,
And I was laughing
you
because
need hard things to become like
resilient.
have
Yeah.
a backbone. Otherwise, you're just too mushy.
Right. Well, I wrote that down because that whole bullshit with the pedo, what's his name? Epstein?
Peter.
Not the guy from
I was like, is he saying Peter wrong?
yeah, the Petus, the delicious. I don't know the guy.
Yeah.
Bully. No, and it's not Epstein from Welcome Back, Kotter.
No.
Juan Epstein, right? The Jew Puerto Rican or whatever he was.
Yeah. Remember when he painted naked Miss Cotter on the side
Yep.
of the house?
Yep.
The building? The house. Yeah.
What a show. But I was laughing because I wrote it down because of that whole thing with the Epstein log or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And Aaron Rodgers was on some talk show, and he said Jimmy Kimmel was on it. He's like, he's probably on it. But that's a classic bullying. It's great. Like, jocks still bullying nerds.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was dying. Because, I
You
mean,
didn't
look,
like Jimmy Kimmel?
I don't know. Probably not, but let's face it. If they were in high school together, Aaron Rodgers would kick the shit out of him, probably.
Probably. Yeah.
So that's what I was saying. The bullying, I thought it was funny.
I think Aaron Rodgers is probably just too busy getting blown. He's probably getting high and getting blown.
Yeah. He's probably doing his hippie trips and,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he was into bullying people.
No, but I think that was a good case of it, though. Like, because he just said it, and the Jimmy Kimmel immediately took offense to it. It's like, come on. You're a comedian. Just brush it off or say something silly. Don't get like,
do your job.
yeah, don't be like, oh, I'm going to sue you.
Well,
Come on. Kind of wish Springsteen was on that log. Shut him up for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you think there's anybody good on that log? Like, we've been waiting for that for years.
Good on what?
The log. You know how they always said that there's a list of names? I guess they're flight
Oh, the
logs.
Epstein log?
Yeah. You think they're going to be anybody important on there besides the people that you already know?
There's definitely going to be a bunch of people that you're kind of shocked. But I think there'll be a lot of musicians on there that they probably flew down to play.
Right.
It really depends how many times your name's logged, right?
Sure.
That's the tell-all,
Yeah.
right? If
Well-
you're 17 times or whatever,
Yeah. Something's going on there.
yeah, you got issues.
Yeah. Supposedly, what's his name was on the logs, right? Clinton.
Yeah.
And supposedly there was some notes about him that, he likes him young. I did, but you can like him young and be a legal.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying. I'm not
Yeah.
shrugging it off like
No.
I'm shrugging it off like I'm not surprised.
Right. But I think that guy's not a pedo. I mean,
Clinton.
I think he'll get them young and meaning like he's 50 and they're 20.
Yeah, I guess there
That's
is a fine line there.
That's creepy. It's not,
Sure.
It's not a pedo.
No.
I mean, what do you think the limit is? What's the age gap where it's not a pedo? It's
Well, it's 18 and below, right?
right. But 50 to 25.
There's not much difference between 50 and 18 and 52 and 20, right?
No.
I mean,
Not. It's just a sliding
it's
scale.
the same. It's the same distance. It's just somebody's 2 years older. That's
Right,
all.
but at what point is maturity peaked, right?
Mm.
27, 28, or 28 and 30 is the same?
Right.
Are you any different between 30 and 35?
I don't know, man. It sounds like you're trying to keep guys from getting young coos,
I'm not.
and that's
Mazel tov. Yeah, but you don't want 21 and 15,
not unless I was the 15.
and he was 21.
Yes,
Adorable.
his big brawny shoulders. You got me.
Walked into that one, you son of a bitch. Yeah, so if you're on there 20 times, yeah, they should ask questions.
No, there shouldn't be any questions.
Well, they should know.
You should just get locked up.
Right.
Yeah.
But it seems like a pretty daunting task.
Unless you're like a landscaper, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Then
so,
there's
like-
a reason you're coming back every week.
so if it's this Juan Valdez,
I don't think he was a landscaper.
he's just a coffee guy, right?
Yeah. He's a business guy.
Well, what is he doing if he's on the off season? There's no coffee growing. He's still tending to the trees.
I don't know. He's got a tree fetish.
He must make a few bucks, I'm saying.
Yeah.
But doesn't it feel like a big
May I
task?
pick your berries?
Well, wouldn't there be another flight log that has like kids on it, like a flight log of young girls?
I'm gonna say if you're bringing in people below 18, there's no log of that.
So you think, but don't they have to do that? Any jet?
Who?
The FAA doesn't. Don't they require
Private
that?
jet? They don't.
You don't think so?
No. Why would they?
Because it's a hazard.
They put them in shipping containers. Float them across from Madagascar or some
You
shit.
see him coming off the plane.
Yeah.
I think they're like looking at the
Yeah.
tag and just throwing them.
They got a boat full of Chinese chicks.
Think so?
They stick them in a container full of fortune cookies. They all come out. They're super wise because they've read all the little strips. In the
Then they
middle.
wouldn't be doing anything because they'd figure it out. Well, do you? Where, I
There's
don't know.
nothing on there that teaches them how to swim 1,000 miles, so they're fucked.
I don't even know where the island was.
It had to be
Like
in the
Bahamas?
Caribbean, I think.
Was it
Yeah.
Bahamas or something
I
like
would
that
think
area?
so. Yeah, I don't know.
And they don't even know where he got his money. Where did that guy get his money?
Yeah, it was a hedge fund.
Head
yeah.
fund? He was selling heads?
Well, he was selling head of a sort.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he was a hedge fund guy.
Right. I know he had a picture of Bill Clinton in a dress.
But there's all kinds of talk about him being a FBI
yeah.
informant, and he was just getting people to get leverage on them and stuff like that.
It felt like what was that movie? I don't remember the name of the movie when it was like about the guy Mean Gene from the Gong Show was like a CIA operative or something. What was the name of that movie?
Mean Gene, the dancing machine.
Who's the guy? Who's
Mean
the
Gene, the dancing machine.
who's the host? It's not Mean Gene.
Chuck Barris?
Yeah. What was that movie where he was supposed to be a CIA operative or
I don't
something?
know. I don't know what that was at.
Look at Google. You got the Google.
Oh, the Goog.
I'm sorry, the Fox. We're not
The
Googling.
Goog.
We're not Googling. We're Foxing.
We're foxing it, bro. What is it? What did I just say his name was?
Chuck Berry? Chuck Barris? Chuck Berry.
Chuck Barris.
There he is.
The
What was
Gong
it?
Show movie?
No. It had a name. The movie had a name.
Oh, this fucking pop up. Get out of here.
Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, maybe?
Maybe.
He was the writer of that one.
Maybe.
Why don't you just look up
What am I looking at?
Chuck Barris, CIA operative?
La 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 la. What am I looking for?
He claims he was an
Yeah,
assassin.
Confessions of a Dangerous Mind.
Yep. Supposedly he was a CIA assassin.
Oh shit.
Could you picture that guy being an
He
assassin?
claimed he was.
Yeah. Talk about not having to worry about Google or all that other shit.
Dun, 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 dun. Imagine that guy fucking whacking you.
Imagine he just piano.
Yeah.
He's just dancing in the room and he thinks he's gonna get a piano wire around your neck.
He had a hard Scrabble youth. Yeah, I don't want to read.
Nah, it's a lot of reading. But the fact of the matter is that, so they're saying that fucking guy was maybe an FBI informant, just kind of getting the info on everybody, the intel on all these captains of industry that like to bang little girls.
Yeah.
He's got a painting of Clinton in a dress. That was kind of weird.
Yeah, big one in his
Yeah,
house, right?
that didn't make any sense.
Well,
I remember.
so if you're Clinton, right, and you
Right.
get this picture taken of you or whatever, he gets painting commissioned or whatever.
Right, it reminded me of The Sopranos when they painted Tony with the horse.
Is it just a flex to show you that I got you,
Yeah, I don't know.
or is it? What do you think Clinton liked? That he was like,
All right,
I look good in that dress.
look at me.
Check me out.
Or maybe it's like some sort of weird
I've
bet.
got nice shoulders.
Like some sort of weird bet.
What do you mean?
Like he lost a bet, so that
Oh, he had to take a picture in a dress or something?
yeah, he had to get painted in a dress and it had to be displayed.
Maybe.
Imagine that though.
Those are big stakes.
You're about to have your life ruined as like a little girl, and all of a sudden you see that, you're like, well, what am I? What is this?
Yeah.
Weird. The Trump was funny with him. He's like, that guy's a bad guy, because there's pictures of Trump with him years and years before. He was at a party, and he's like, yeah, I stopped hanging out with that guy. It was too weird.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Trump saying you're weird. He said he tried to bang or pick up an underage girl at Mar-a-Lago. And he said, you're out.
You gotta go.
Yeah. I mean, Trump's a horn dog, but he ain't. Yeah. That ain't his thing.
Hmm.
Come on.
You got a fucking model wife.
Right.
A couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's he want with teenagers?
Right.
You can
Teenagers are disgusting.
You can get real chicks.
Right. On the surface, I mean, kids are disgusting in general. They're fucking petri dishes.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you want to hang out with them?
I don't know.
I get control or whatever that is, but fucking assholes.
That's why you date Asians.
That's the whole. I'm not.
10 paces, I told you.
Take a-
Yeah.
It can't be that subservient.
I don't know. I've never experienced that.
That's a little too much. That would have to be fresh off the boat, so to speak. If you once you're Americanized, you're that's all.
Yeah, I think that's like 100 years old off
Yeah.
the boat.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was- yeah.
You got to come from the jungle or something. Wouldn't-
Yeah, I don't think that's.
There's no running
I don't
water.
think that's a reality.
Yeah, no running water, something, because there's no way.
No.
The world is too small now. Everybody knows.
Yeah, I've dated girls from Japan and from Korea and stuff. They're not like that at all.
No. Good cooks.
No, they're fucking materialistic as shit.
That's true too.
Yeah.
Clean a house.
No, nice cars, nice clothes.
Right.
You know.
That's a city. That's a city Japanese girl. No.
Well, that's the only ones I know. I didn't.
Right. Other country Japanese. You never hear of like Japanese or Asian.
There's got to be like
people
little
from.
villages, I would think.
No, but I mean here, like you always most.
Oh, you mean making it over?
Once they get here, they're mostly metropolitan. You don't hear like a lot of farmers, whatever, small
Right.
town living.
Right.
It's always
Well,
big
not
city.
not Japanese or Korean. Maybe Chinese.
We'll go to the farm. Yeah.
Maybe Chinese could be a little redneck Chinese. What do you call redneck Chinese? The yellownecks.
Yeah. Maybe that's not bad.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
but the neck would still be red. I mean, it's not the whole
I know.
sunburn thing.
It's just had to go somewhere with it.
Orange neck.
Well, every Chinatown's gross, right?
Right. Yeah. There's no sanitation there for some
Right.
reason.
And if you go to Koreatown in Manhattan, it's not like that at all.
Right. It's a little more refined.
Yeah, even like well, I don't know about now, but it used to be like kind of around 9th Street and stuff was a very Japanese neighborhood.
Right.
Like a lot of Japanese restaurants and a lot of Japanese people hung out there.
Hmm.
Again, not smelling like rotten fish heads and shit like that. Yeah.
China uses the whole buffalo for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now the yeah, but is there a Japanese town? Like there's Koreatown, there's Chinatown. Is there
Not-
Japantown?
Not really.
No.
No.
It's just they just assimilate, I guess.
It's like I said, they only had that one little area
So you think they're more
where a lot of the restaurants seem to be. But I mean, the restaurants are all over the place.
Right.
And
Do you think Japanese people thrive more on assimilation?
I think they're really willing to mix it up, whereas other cultures tend to stay to themselves.
Right. Strength in numbers.
I guess, like the Koreans, you know, Fort Lee is like all Korean.
Sure.
They have Koreatown. I was going to say Jackson Heights. No, not Jackson Heights. What the hell is that way out in Queens? That's where the courts are. I should know this.
Yeah. You're the Queens guy.
And
Yeah.
I might have visited a few of those courts. Dang.
Da Nang? They're Vietnamese now?
No, dang, I can't think of it. Queens, New York. I need a map. Give me a map.
I know where that is. I've been there. The big globe.
Where's the like the big part of Queens? My brain is so much mush lately.
It's like you were hitting the head with a hammer.
Not Long Island City.
Astoria?
Not Jackson Heights.
Forest Hills?
Jackson Heights is like a lot of transvestite Mexican hookers.
Really?
Yeah, really weird.
Yeah, that whole...
Like you just drive through there and you're like, what the hell is going on here?
Wow, that's a lot of words.
Sure is. Here. Let me just go to the Goog. To the Goog.
Maps.
The Goog. Astoria. I miss living there. That was fun.
Long Island City. LaGuardia. Elmhurst.
Or talking over here. Thinking. Flushing.
Okay.
Not Flushing.
Flushing.
Flushing is very Korean.
Manhasset? Are we in Long Island then?
Flushing is very Korean.
Are we in the start of Long Island right there?
Yeah, they were neck and neck. Get it? Little neck.
Mm-hmm. Little Neck.
Waka waka waka. Yeah, they're right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a heavy Korean.
Flushing.
That's a Korean? All right.
Yes, huge.
And they keep it neat.
It's all right. I mean, it's very city-like, so.
Right. Would you be allowed in?
Where?
Koreatown? Like, say you want to get an apartment in Koreatown, Chinatown, would they let you in?
Would you want to go?
Well, Koreatown doesn't sound bad. Would you be outcast?
I don't think you'd be outcast. I don't think they care. Money's money.
I was going to say money's money.
But there is a thing about living with other cultures that it's strange to be in it.
In the middle of it? Submersed? Yeah.
Yeah.
Immersed? Submersed.
Yeah. Because you go in a building and you just like it smells like other people.
Right.
It does, because
No, right.
the way they cook. Right?
Sure.
Every culture has its own...
Smell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I used to date a girl who lived out there.
Korean?
Mm-hmm.
Do you smell?
She didn't smell, but her building did.
Oh.
Her building did.
And with that, kids.
Oh, it's time already. All right. That's the end of 48, 49. 49. GOT!
See ya!